Greetings of peace and sustainable development.
Assalamu alaikum.
Buenos dias, señoras de señores.
My name is Yasha Rosa Ochoa.
Jamela Dumato.
I am Kamama Haida.
And we are the Group A presenters.
Today, we are going to tackle and explore about the world behind Noli Me Tangere, a notable piece of the Dr. Jose Rizal. And a little trivia, no? Did you know sino ang gumuhit ng cover ng Noli Me Tangere?
Jose Rizal!
Tama! The artist himself. So, let's find more.
Tara! A pleasant day to everyone. I am Jamela Dumato, the first reporter. During the cold and dark winter months in Berlin, Rizal was extremely hungry, sick, and feeling hopeless. However, these physical discomforts could not break his strong determination to overcome intellectual challenges. Despite having an empty stomach, a painful cough, and a spirit filled with despair, he continued to write his first novel. With only the flickering light of his petroleum lamp, he wrote tirelessly, page after page. As he looked through the frosty window, he saw the snowflakes falling heavier and heavier. The fierce winter wind, blowing through the snow-covered city, shook his windows and made eerie sounds down the chimney. He continued writing until the early hours of dawn. Finally, on February 21, 1887, he completed the novel. It was called Noli Me Tangere, his very first novel. Ang book ni Harriet Beecher Stowe's na Uncle Tom's Cabin na naglalarawan sa mararahas, brutal at kalunos-lunos sa kalagayan ng mga negrong alipin sa kamay ng mga Amerikano ang naging inspiration ni Rizal para may sulat ang Noli Me Tangere. Isa rin sa kadahilanan nito upang isulat ang novel ay upang may pamulat at mawakasan ang miserableng kalagayan o karanasan ng mga Pilipino sa kamay ng Espanya. In a reunion of Filipinos in the house of the Paternos in Madrid noong January 2, 1884, minungkahi ni Rizal na magsulat ng nobela ukol sa kalagayan ng Pilipinas sa kamay ng Espanya na inaprubahan ni Pedro, Maximo, Antonio, Graciano Lopez Haina, Evaristo Aguirre, Eduardo Delete, Julio Lorente, Milicio Figueroa, at Valentin Ventura. So that time, hindi naging madali kay Rizal na may sakatuparan ang nobela dahil ang mga taong inaasahan niya para makatulong sa paggawa ng nobela ay hindi nagsulat ng kahit ano ukol dito. So mas inubos at tinoon nila ang kanilang oras sa pambabae at pagbibisyo. So dahil sa inis ni Rizal, nag-decide siya na mag-isa niya na lamang ipagpapatuloy ang pagsusulat sa nobela. Taong 1884, sinimulan na isulat ni Rizal ang nobela at natapos ang halos kalahati nito sa Madrid. Noong si Rizal ay nasa Paris noong 1885, natapos niya ang kanyang pag-aaral sa Central University of Madrid at ipinagpatuloy ang pagsusulat ng nobela at natapos ang kalahati ng ikalawang bahagi ng kabanata. Natapos ni Rizal ang ika-4 na parte ng nobela sa Germany at ang nalalabing mga kabanata ng Nole ay isinulat niya sa Wilhelmsfield noong April hanggang June 1886. So sa taong ding yun ay dumanas ng kahirapan si Rizal, nagkasakit at walang kapera-pera. Dumating siya sa punto na halos sunugin niya ang isinulat niyang nobela dahil sa kawalang pag-asa may publish ito o matapos ito. Sa gitna ng kawalang pag-asa at paghihirap ni Rizal, ay nakatanggap siya ng telegram mula kay Dr. Maximo Viola na nasasabing siya ay pupunta sa Berlin para invite si Rizal na samahan siya mag-tour sa Europe. Pero nang si Viola ay dumating sa Berlin, siya ay nagulat na makita si Rizal na nabubuhay sa kahirapan, nahihina ang katawan at may sakit dahil sa kakulangan sa pagkain. Dahil sa pagkaawa nito sa kanya, pinahiram ni Viola ng pera si Rizal para sa kanyang panggastos sa pang-araw-araw at taos-pusong napagdesisyonan na pondohan ng gagastusin sa pag-print ng nobela, kaya si Maximo Viola ay tinaguriang legendary Santa Claus o savior ng Noli Me Tangere. Para makatipid sa pag-print, nagtanggal ng ilang kabanata si Rizal, kabilang ng kabanatang Ilias at Salome. Noong February 21, 1887, ng nobelang Noli Me Tangere, natapos na at handa na itong i-print. Para makakuha ng mababang presyo sa pag-print, nahanap ni Rizal ang pwesto ni Berliner Buch Druckery Action Gisel Shops or printing shop. Sa halagang 300 piso ay meron na siyang 2,000 copies of novel. Sa gitna ng pag-print ng Noli, binisita ng Chief of Police ng Berlin si Rizal sa kanyang tinutuluyan upang makita ang passport nito. Ngunit walang may pakita si Rizal na passport. Sa panahong rin iyon, sa bawat araw na paglalakbay sa ibang bansa ay kinakailangan ng passport. Kung wala ka nito, ay mapagkakamalan kang spy na nagmamasid sa bansang iyong pinuntahan, kaya pinaghinalahan si Rizal bilang isang French spy. So, agarang pumunta si Viola at si Rizal sa Spanish embassy para humingi ng tulong sa Spanish ambassador. Ngunit, hindi ito tinugunan ng Spanish ambassador sapagkat wala silang karapatan para maglabas ng passport para kay Rizal. Dahil sa pagkabihasa ni Rizal sa German language, ay ipinaliwanag niya sa pinuno ng pulisya na hindi siya spy, bagamat isa siyang Filipino physician and scientist. Dahil sa pagpapaliwanag ni Rizal sa pulisya, ang Chief of Police ay namangha ito sapagkat alam na alam ni Rizal kung paano sabihin at bigkasin ang German language. Kung kaya't binigyan siya ng pahintulot na manatili sa German ng mapayapa. So si Rizal, ibinigay niya sa kanyang kaibigan na si Viola ang unang kopya ng kanyang bagong libro at ang pen na ginamit niya sa pagsusulat nito, kasama ang isang thank you note.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, I am Kamamas Haila, and today we will dive in the lives and works of Jose Rizal, focusing his renowned novel Noli Me Tangere. Decoding the title means the Rizal's dedication to truth in the Noli and praise from Rizal's friends, and also know some trivias. Let's go. The title of the novel. Ang pamagat ng nobelang Noli Me Tangere ay isang Latin phrase which means, touch me not, o sa Pilipino, huwag mo akong salingit. It is not originally conceived by Rizal, o hindi orihinal na inimbento ni Rizal, kundi ito ay hiniram niya mula sa Biblia. For he admitted taking it from the Bible. Sa sulat ni Rizal kay Felix R. Hidalgo sa French noong March 1887, sinabi niya, Noli Me Tangere, words taken from the Gospel of St. Luke, signify, do not touch me. In citing the biblical source, Rizal made a mistake. Nagkamali siya dahil it should be the Gospel of St. John, chapter 20, verses 13 to 17. According to St. John, on the first Easter Sunday, binisita ni Santa Maria Magdalena ang banal na libingan, at sa kanyang mismong sinabi ni Jesucristo bago bumangon, just arisen from the dead, said, Touch me not, I am not yet ascended to my Father, but go to my brethren and say unto them, I ascend unto my Father and your Father, and to my God and your God. Ang Latin phrase na touch me not ay hiniram ni Jose Rizal from the Bible, especially the Gospel of St. John. This praise was spoken by Jesus to Mary Magdalena after his resurrection, indicating the sense of sacredness and divinity. By using this title, Rizal set the tone for the novel, emphasizing the depth of social injustice, corruption, and the need to approach these issues with caution and reverence. Dahil sa kontrobersyal na issue, ang pagsiwalat sa katotohanan ang siyang pumukaw sa sakit ng ating bayan at ito rin ang siyang nagpasiklab sa puso ng mga taong bayan. Ang dedikasyon ni Jose Rizal sa Noli Me Tangere ay ang Pilipinas, to my country. His dedication runs as follows. Recording the history of a human suffering is a cancer so malignant, a character that at least touch irritates it, in awakening it the sharpest pains. Thus, how many times when in the midst of modern civilizations, I have wished to call thee before me, now to accompany me in memories, now to compare thee with other countries, had thy dear image presented itself, showing a social cancer like to that other. Desiring the welfare which is our own, and seeking the best treatments, I will do with thee what the ancient did with their sick, exposing them on the steps of the temple, so that everyone who came to evoke the divinity might offer them a remedy. And to this end, I will strive to reproduce the condition faithfully, without discrimination. I will raise a part of the veil that covers the evil, sacrificing to the truth everything, even vanity itself, since as the Son I am conscious that I also suffer from the defect and weaknesses. Ang dedikasyon ni Jose Rizal sa kanyang kauna-unahang nobelang sinulat, ang Noli Me Tangere, ay ang kanyang inang bayan, the Philippines, as to my country shows his deep commitment to exposing and addressing the social cancer plaguing his homeland. Kinumpira niya ang paghihirap ng kanyang bansa sa isang mapanakit, kapuot-puot na cancer, madaling mairita at nagdudulot ng matinding sakit. Kirot bilang Pilipinong tuluyang naging estranghero sa kanyang bayang sinilangan. By shedding light on the country's issues, Rizal hopes to bring about positive change and improvement. His dedication signifies his willingness to sacrifice personal vanity for the greater good and his pursuit of truth in order to seek remedies of the nation's alignments. Sa pamamagitan ng kanyang mahusay na gawa, layunin ni Rizal na magdulot ng pagninilay at mag-inspira sa pagkilos tungo sa pagpabuti ng kanyang minamahal na Pilipinas. In Rizal's famous quote, "The youth is the hope of our nation." Kung kaya't tayo, bilang Pilipino, bilang kabataan, maging marunong bilang pag-asa ng ating bayan. Sa pamamagitan ng simbolo at disenyo ng cover ng nobelang Noli Me Tangere ni Jose Rizal, nagpapakita ito ng hiwaga at kahulugan na bumabalot sa kwento. Ang bawat simbolo ay naglalaman ng lihim at mensahe na nagbibigay kulay sa kwento at nagpapalalim ng pag-unawa ng mga mambabasa. Kaya tara, alamin natin. Trivial question time. Who is believed to be depicted in the silhouette of Filipina on the cover of the Noli Me Tangere? A. Maria Clara, B. Inang Bayan, C. Sisa, D. Doña Victorina. Ang sagot, B. Silhouette of Filipiniana believed to be Maria Clara or the Inang Bayan, to whom Rizal dedicated the novel. What do the bamboo stroke on the cover of the novel symbolize? A. Filipino hospitality, B. Filipino resiliency, C. Filipino intelligence, D. Filipino beauty. Ang sagot, letter B. Bamboo stroke, it represents Filipino resiliency. Despite the sufferings, Filipinos can still stand tall and firm. What does the Rizal signature on the cover of the novel represent? A. His love for the Philippines, B. His experience and witness to the ills and abuses of his time, C. His dedication to writing, D. His commitment to Catholic faith. The answer is B. Rizal's signature, it shows that Rizal experienced and witnessed the ills and abuses that happened during his time, like what happened to him and to his mother, Doña Teodora. What does the shoes on the cover of the novel represent? A. Poverty. B. Wealth. C. Hard work. D. Humility. Answer B. Shoes, it represents wealth. It is also the footprints left by the Ferrers or the Praile in teaching Catholicism. What does the legs on the cover of the novel symbolize? A. Legend of the Wolf. B. Filipino folklore. C. Spanish influence. D. Unity. Ang sagot? Letter A. The legend of the wolf, hairy legs, it symbolizes the legend of the wolf. The wolf-shaped ships, just like how Ferrers or the Praile hide their true colors or true nature and character. Ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng sunflower sa cover ng nobela? Letter A. Freedom. Letter B. Independence. Letter C. Hope. Letter D. Enlightenment. Ang sagot? Letter C. Sunflower, it symbolizes a new beginning. It is compared to the happiness which is appeared to be always bowing down. So that is some of the meaning of the symbols in the cover of the novel Noli Me Tangere, which is designed by Jose Rizal himself.